Hey YouTube, and welcome back to my kitchen. Tonight I'm going to be whipping up some shortbread cookies. This is one of my husband's favorite cookies. This is actually really a very simple recipe, so let me go ahead and get everything out and we'll get started. For the shortbread, we're going to need 1 3/4 cup all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, a pinch of salt, which is about 1/8 of a teaspoon, 1 stick of unsalted butter, which is about 1/2 cup, and 2 teaspoons pure vanilla extract. I'll be mixing this all together with my hand mixer today. I can't believe how perfect that was. Now you'll notice that this is still crumbly, and this is exactly what we want. The recipe actually says to do this in a food processor, but I'm trying out my hand mixer today. I have never tried to do this in a food processor, but I'm sure having blades kind of helps break these pieces up a little bit, but it's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and get this all pressed out in my cookie sheet to get it shaped, and then we can pop it in the oven soon. If you haven't already, go ahead and preheat that oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright, so how this is going to work is I've got a parchment paper lined baking sheet here. I'm going to turn out the dough, if you want to call it that, cover it with another piece of parchment paper, and then press this one on top. And I think this is, I don't see a measurement on here, but it's pretty close to 8 by 11, I think, so I'm just going to go ahead and use these. And these are also the size that fit in my oven, so bear with me a sec while I get this all pressed out, and we'll pop it in shortly. Alright, let's see how well this worked. Just cleaning up the edges a little bit better. This is looking alright to me. Now with my straight edge, I'm going to use my bench scraper. I'm going to divide this, not fully cut through, but score it into 12 cookies, and then I'll use a fork to poke it all over.
The recipe says now is a good time to also cut the edges off of the cookies, but I waited until they had baked and were in the process of cooling before I actually divided the cookies and cut the edges off.
And the recipe says to let this cook for 25 minutes. I am skeptical about that, so I'm just going to keep my eye on it and check it every 10 minutes or so. I won't open the oven, but once it's golden brown, I'll take it out and cut the cookies out, and I will be back with you shortly. Alright, I just took these out of the oven. They've got a nice golden brown around the crust here. I am going to go ahead and cut these into cookies while they're still warm and let them cool before we eat. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today, and if you like this video, drop me a like. If you're new around here, please consider subscribing and maybe sharing this video if you know somebody that likes shortbread cookies. I will see you guys next time.